It's fun.
What's going down, everybody? This is your boy Drewski, and welcome to Wave Motivation 101, the tools for success. This is based off of Wave Motivation 101, a blog that contains product reviews on wave building products, and it's my personal journey through maintaining the wave hairstyle and living through the culture. Today, we are going to be talking about 4 products you will need to start your 360 wave journey. I see this is one of the more popular blogs that a lot of people are reading. So we're going to jump right into this. Some of the things that you're going to need to keep your 360 wave hairstyle. Y'all know it's a lot of work. So when doing so, that you're going to find you're going to have a lot of things that you're going to need to keep around you during your brushing sessions just to make sure that your wave journey is a little smoother. So some of the things that I recommend that you have are right here. First off, you're going to get a brush. This is going to make your waves come out. This is the items going to help you lay down and stretch out your curly hair to form a wave pattern. Now, brushing your hair is what's going to make your waves first. Now, keeping 3 of these in your arsenal is pretty much recommended in my book. So you get a soft brush, a medium, and a hard. Now, all 3 of these are going to work in different stages of your waving process, from low to thick hair. And some of these will also help create a little shine. Some of these are going to be for touch-up. And then you're also going to notice brushes that you use during your wave training. Now, me personally, I recommend getting a Crown Quality Products brush. You can find the link right under the blog post on Wave Motivation 101. You're looking at keeping your 360 wave hairstyle is hard, or the 4 products you'll need to start your 360 wave journey. So get a Crown Quality Products brush. I actually have a link provided to you so you can actually go shopping on Amazon and get that shipped directly to your house. The next thing that I recommend that you have are some pomades. Now, a pomade is going to help your hair lay down so that your wave pattern is going to stay down and your hair is going to train to lay that way, so that way later on that you find you won't use as much product. Now, you can find any pomade in any beauty supply store, Rite Aid, CVS, Walmart, and you'll also find them online. I have a link for Cold Label's Wolfing Pomade right on my site, provided to you by Amazon. Now, you can get pomades in various different forms. There are some pomades that are petroleum based, and then some are made with shea butter and other natural products. Myself, I'm going to recommend to you guys that you get a all natural pomade, nothing with petroleum in it. Actually, petroleum clogs your pores and it prevents natural and healthy hair growth. So, like I said, stick with a product like Cold Label. I have a link for the Wolfing Pomade right under the post right there in your tips on what you need. Now, another thing that you're going to need for your wave journey is a great moisturizer. A moisturizer is going to help soften your hair during your brushing sessions to ease your hair into the wave pattern that you want. Now, using one of many moisturizers is highly recommended when brushing so that your hair stretches more, and then with the use of a pomade, it actually helps lay your hair down a lot easier and your wave pattern will stay. Now, for a moisture-related product and one that's going to put a lot of vitamins and nutrients in your hair is another one from Cold Label. I have a link to is the Cold Label 7 Juices and Berries for $14.95. It's worth every penny. Get yours from Amazon right now using the link that I have provided below in the blog. Now, your last but not least option to use is a Surag. I say option because not a lot of people are going to get hip to it, but I do have a link provided to you for your large Surag. If you need a large, you can also find links for a medium or a small Surag as well. Now, the Surag is a stringless do-rag that has a double compression method that will help lay your hair down and create wave patterns for you, along with your brushing and using conditioners and things like this. It's also moisture wicking in material, so you'll find that when you're sweating and all this good stuff, the moisture is going to come off your hair into your Surag. So I do recommend you wash those once every couple of days just to keep everything nice and tight. But to lay down your hair and to train your waves, get a Surag. Once again, another link provided to you in the blog post that I have for the 4 products that you're going to need to start your 360 wave journey. Now, everybody, another blog post that I found that was really popular from everybody was do-rags versus dome caps. Now, in this one, I found in my 28 years of life when I wrote this, I'm 33 now, that some things work better than others. Now, years ago, this is still true. When I was younger, my dad hooked me up with a can of Sport and Waves. It was the black can, and a do-rag and a brush. He had got my hair cut and told me how to brush it and lay it down. And that's how I started off with the hot towel method, was from my father. So shout out to my dad, because he's the one who put me on in the early stages of the wave game. But at the time, I wasn't getting it. I was unfocused and lazy about it. I didn't really realize that it could be a hairstyle and a lifestyle. So being a kid, you kind of fall off and you go into different hairstyles. You know, high top fades, froze, curls, and the likes. So from then, it's been 5-6 years straight, maybe longer, that I've been getting my hair cut now consistently to about a 2 with the grain. And I've used a lot of do-rags in my time, and I've used a lot of dome caps. And I find that now, speaking, they work actually in conjunction with each other. So when I put on my do-rag, I actually put on a dome cap after that to put a little bit more compression on the sides, the edges of my hair, and that makes everything lay down a little bit better, and my wave pattern comes out a lot better using both products. So using one versus the other, great if you're going to do that, but if I'm going to recommend anything to you, I say do-rags versus dome caps. Use both. There's no versus. Just get both, or go to the previous post that I had posted up before and get a Surag, and you'll find that you have both all in one. Another post that I found that you guys are reading and looking at a lot is signs that you're overwoofed. Now, this is the process of growing out your hair and actually training your hair to become waves. Now, when I say overwoofed, this is getting to the point of where your hair is unmanageable, it's not controllable, and you're not going to get the maximum potential of your wave pattern that you want out there in the world, because there's too much going on. Your hair's not, you can't lay down hair that's long enough to curl when it's going to force itself to curl. So this is when you need to get a nice little trim up, get a shape up, trim your hair down just a tad bit, maybe by a half a length, and go from there. Overwoofing is going to damage your wave pattern in the long run, because your brush isn't getting all the way down to the scalp to train all of your hair evenly to get a nice little wave pattern going. So in effect, your hair's getting, the pattern is getting damaged, and it's not going to be consistent when you get a haircut. You're going to notice slight changes in the ripple. One might have turned, and this is when you need to get your hair cut low, find out what your hair is a good length at, and then train that with your brush, comb, do-rag, and conditioning methods. So that's a little thing that I've noticed when you're overwoofing, that curls can get created in a weird way, and it can also damage how your hair looks in the long run. So there's signs that you're overwoofing. Now, everybody, this is your boy Drew from Wave Motivation 101. Thank you for listening. Now, if you guys are trying to contact me, you can get at me on Twitter at 702TATTED_A+. On Twitter, you can find me on Instagram at established. That's ESTABLVISHED on Instagram. The same on Snapchat. I will be getting on that a little bit more actively here. But for right now, you can heavily find me on Twitter and Instagram. And if there's any questions, concerns, comments, or anything that you want to hear, or you've got anything that you want to add to the podcast, please let me know, and we'll get everything going. Thanks, everybody, for listening. This is your boy, The Hitman, and I'm out.